on to the call tonight. My name is John Pettifordale. I am a CEO Infinity with Myecon. We will be talking about income shifting, the amazing opportunity that we have here in Myecon. So I'm going to take no further and just get started, okay? I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I got started in business about 20 years ago, actually, for the first time. I was working for a Fortune 500 company. I was broke, and I was like, man, I want to make me some money. And I was looking outside of my job to see what I could do in addition to my job, right? See, I was in the gig economy before it was even a gig economy. I was doing something on the side. So I looked at all kind of stuff, no money down real estate, vending machine businesses, you named it. I checked it out. Got involved in this industry. Now, I didn't know what I was doing. I had absolutely no experience, fell flat on my face. Why? Because I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody who could teach me anything about what I was supposed to do. But I was introduced to concepts that made sense to me. The first one, residual income. Get paid over and over again for work you do one time. The other one, leverage income. Have someone else help you make money. That's a team. See, building wealth is a team effort. So, hey, I was like, I got to learn how to do this. Got with my mentor, and I was able to fire my boss at 34 years old. I was able to go out and help thousands of people all over the country and teach them about personal financial success. And I was able to go out and create 7 figures in cash flow with this company. So we're going to get right into it, get right into the concept. The company is called Myecon, the Personal Financial Success Company. Now, we're not the coffee company, we're not the juice company, we're not the travel company, but hey, all those things are wonderful. We're the Personal Financial Success Company. We teach people how to achieve personal financial success. And I want you to think about, what does personal financial success mean to you as we have this conversation? But let's talk about the company real quick. The company was founded in 2005. Debt-free, technology-driven, based in Atlanta, Georgia, and here is the good news, or the great news, or the awesome news. We've put over $450 million in people's pockets over the last several years here, and we're actually on track to put another $100 million in people's pockets over the next 12 months. Hey, we had a record number of millionaires created last year with this company. We created a record number of 6-figure earners. So, hey, I would say you're at the right place at the right time with the right company, okay? But let's talk about personal financial success. See, it doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a school teacher, whatever it is you do for a living. You got 2 financial objectives. Number 1, you need income for today. So here's where you trade time for money. You go to work, you work 40 hours, they pay you, and then you start over again next week, right? So you trade time for money. But here's the problem. You cannot trade time for money forever. So you have to build a second source of income called income-producing assets. Now, what is that? That's anything that you own that makes you money without you ever touching it. Now, here's the question. Have you ever bought anything that makes you money without you touching it? If you're like most people, the answer is absolutely not. So here's the problem. You don't have anything to replace your income, so we typically end up working until we die in this country. As a matter of fact, 95% of the people in this country do not get to personal financial success. 49% of the people in this country can't afford a $400 emergency. They don't have $4 in their bank account. 59% of the people in this country cannot put their hands on $500 if they have a $500 emergency. And a whopping 70% of this country cannot put their hands on $1,000. So this is going on in the wealthiest country in the history of the world. See, and I want you to think about it. Record amounts of debt. $43,000 in debt, the average student loan. $15,000, $16,000 in credit card debt. That is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's talk about what stops people from getting to personal financial success. High taxes. You lose 1/3 of your income to taxes before you ever spend a dime to take care of your family. So you've got a problem. If someone's taking 30 cents every time you make $1, how can you ever get ahead? Number 2, poor credit. 68 million people in this country have bad credit. Another 40 million people have negative information on their credit, causes people to have lower credit scores. Now, what happens? They pay $100 to $200 more for their car payment. They pay $300, maybe $500 a month more for their house payment. So they've got cash flow issues, okay? Now, they have too much debt. $16,000 in credit card debt, $43,000 in student loan debt, $200,000 total debt. See, that's a problem when you add the mortgage and all that stuff. And here's the issue with the debt. you're paying a lot of interest. Most of your house payment is interest. Most of your credit card payment is interest. When you look up, you're paying $1,000, maybe even $1,500 a month to just interest payments alone. And when you add that, and that's usually a third of your income in most cases, and the third going to taxes, that's 60% of your income going to absolutely nothing. And you're supposed to take your hard-earned 40% that's left, live on it, and get free. Not going to happen. So you got inadequate saving and investing. You don't take any money and put it into your investment account because it's all used up, right? And then last but not least, you've got limited income because your income comes from a limited source called the job. They're only going to pay you so much per hour or per week. You're only going to be able to work so many hours, okay? You don't have unlimited income on the job. But here's the other issue. You've got something called the silent income killer called inflation. Here's what happens, and you got to understand this. The cost of living doubles in this country every 20 years, and you're in a system where you're making money, and it doesn't. Your income doesn't double on your job every 20 years. So you've got an issue, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to learn how to multiply your income. So here's what you need. You need more cash flow. You need better financial strategies, and MyEcon's income shifting membership is the key. So let's continue. See, there's 3 keys to obtaining personal financial success. You have to start a business. Why? Because you got to build equity on your labor. You got to own what you build. Now, this is not to say you have to quit your job, but what you have to do is you got to build something that you own. See, you don't own your job. You don't own your salary. You can't pass your seniority to your children. You can't pass your salary to your children, so you got to build something else. Now, if you think it's better to own than to rent, then I think that makes sense. But when you just work your job, you're renting yourself out for 40 years. See, you can't afford to do that. Would you rent an apartment for 40 years? The answer is no, okay? But you have to build the right type of business. It's got to have leverage and residual income components. I see people, they have businesses, they have to do everything. If they don't touch it, they don't make money. Well, that's a problem. You got to have leverage income. Someone else got to help you make money. We'll talk a little bit more about it. Residual income. You got to be able to make money over and over and over again on work you do one time. Now, let's talk about red hot trend products. And let's talk about one of the biggest trends right now. Home-based business is a red hot trend. Every 12 seconds, someone starts a home-based business. We're living in the gig economy. Why do you think so many people are driving Uber and Lyft and Uber Eats and all this stuff, Airbnb? They're trying to make money in addition to what they make on their job, okay? But now, you got to understand something. It's a $427 billion business. It's not a little thing. It's a huge thing. 20% of the people that have home-based businesses are making 6 figures or more. You see, this is a booming deal. But let's talk about business ownership a little more. We've already talked about building equity on your labor. You got long-term value. But let's talk about this right here. Taxes. There's 2 types of tax systems in America. There's one for the employee and there's one for the business owner. The business owner has tax preferential treatment. Did you know that there's a company that starts with an A, they have the Prime membership, and they'll allow you, well, actually they'll allow you to get your packages, 2 days, right? So here's the problem though. They made $11 billion. Matter of fact, I don't even know if it's a problem. They made $11 billion last year and they paid no taxes. There's a little company that's about, $7 or $8 a month or something like that, and they stream movies to your house. Starts with an N, right? And they made $800 million last year and paid no taxes. Well, how does that happen? See, there's something called tax deductions, and businesses have tax deductions that employees do not. So there are things that you're doing in your life that can become tax deductible that actually lowers taxable income or taxable liability. So just kind of as a rule of thumb, just look at it like this. Every $10,000 in tax deductions that you accrue will save you roughly about $3,000 on your actual taxes in cash, okay? So let's talk about some of the deductions that a business owner can get. See, if you drive down your street right now, go to work to try to make you some money to take care of your family, the government is not going to give you anything as an employee, okay, as a tax deduction. But as a business owner, what's going to happen is you're going to get 58 cents a mile. I drive drive down my block, I try to make me some money to take care of my family, I get 58 cents a mile. See, the business owner got preferential treatment, the employee didn't. Okay, and that's easily $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a year for you, because we're going to teach you exactly what the IRS says about this and how to execute this deduction. We have a full curriculum, not to make you a tax expert, but to make you understand how taxes work. What about your car note? Well, now if it's partially used for business, a portion of your car note, that is the interest, is now tax deductible. See, as an employee, that does not happen, but as a business owner, it does. What about your cell phone bill and your internet? As an employee, you just pay those things. They're just little benefits, right? But as a business owner, they're now tools to help you run your business, and now they become partially tax deductible, and sometimes even 100% tax deductible. What about when you travel? You can now go on what is called a business trip. Employees take vacations, but you take a business trip. You do some business while you're there. We show you how to do this. Very simple, and you start to write off the trip, okay? Now, last but not least, we'll show you how to get up to a $12,000 tax deduction for feeding, clothing, and taking care of your children, and that is amazing. Some people have 2 children at home. Well, that's $24,000 in tax deductions, and I'm not talking about the earned income credit or the child tax credit. So this can be thousands of dollars. So at the bottom line, people pick up somewhere between $10,000 and $30,000 in tax deductions for things that they're already doing, and they save $3,000 to $9,000 a year on their taxes. That could be a lot of cash flow, couldn't it? Well, now let's talk about these two. Building leverage income. It's all around you. I want you to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Every super successful business has the component of leverage. See, there's only 2 things you can leverage: people or money. And businesses are leveraging both. And at MyEcon, we teach you how to do the same. And I have no problem with people making money on me, long as I have equal opportunity to do the same thing. See, do they have 1 employee at your job, or do they have multiples? They have multiples because they're leveraging. They get more productivity done in a 24-hour period. Do they have 1 location, or do they have them all over the country and all over the world? That's called leverage. You see? You don't have any leverage. It's just you. If you're the only one making you money, you've got an issue. Okay? You can't afford that system. And then residual income. Look at this. Just about everything you do now is residual income, but residual income means expending your effort once and get paid over and over and over again. All right? Now, here's what happens. You're on the wrong end of this in most cases. You sign up for your cell phone bill once, boom, you pay it every month. See, and I'm going to show you some other examples. See, what if you were getting paid for stuff you did 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 10 years ago? Sometimes people say, well, John, how much money do you make in MyEcon? I don't know. I make money from stuff I did 10 and 12 years ago. Okay? So you wouldn't be having a financial issue today. Well, let's talk about these couple of things here. Smartphones. Look, you can see it all around you. You sign up once, but you pay it every month. That's residual income. Your internet bill, you sign up once, you pay it every month. Your light bill, your gas bill, your phone bill, okay? Your car insurance, okay? Your homeowner's insurance. Your mortgage, you sign up once, you pay it for 30 years. Your car note, you sign up once, you pay it for 60 months. That's residual income. Everyone has figured out how to get residual income from you. Your gym membership, your HBO, your Cinemax, all that stuff, right? That's all residual income for the other companies, and everyone has figured out how to get just a little bit every month. But you only get paid when you go trade time for money. This is why you're struggling financially. You got to have wealth creation principles, and job is not wealth creation principle. Now, I'm not saying you have to quit your job. I'm not saying even your job is bad. But what I'm saying is you have to understand your position so you can know what's wrong with your situation so you can correct it, okay? So that's what had to happen to me. But if you add MyEcon to your platform and what you do, you're going to go to another level. Now, here's our #1 red hot trend product. It's our income shifting membership. And this thing is amazing because its #1 objective is to put cash flow in your pocket, okay? So the first thing that happens, we're going to give you an immediate cash flow increase on your current income. It's about a 15-minute training, and typically people will pick up somewhere between $200 and $1,000 per month on their paychecks within 10 to 14 days, okay? Now, this could be amazing. Sometimes it's 200, 300, 400, right, depending on your situation. Well, here's an example. Somebody went from $213 coming out of their check down to $56, and that's $150 plus per week paycheck increase. So they get paid 4 times a month, so that's $600. Could you use an extra $400, $500, $600 a month? See, that's the question. Now, it doesn't matter how many people you know, or if you're a good salesperson and all that, doesn't matter. But let's talk about our My Credit system. This is an amazing system. See, have you ever heard of something called credit restoration? People spend $400, $500, $600, sometimes $1,000 on that. But you have it included in your membership. We're going to teach you everything about credit and show you how to do everything that a credit restoration company does. So not only are we going to remove negative information like what most credit risk bearer companies do, we're going to teach you how to build positive credit, how to use your rental payments for credit. See, we're going to show you how to build great credit, and you'll never be in credit issues again, ever. All right? This young lady here, I worked with her for about 4 months, and look what happened. She went from 572 to 760 on her credit score, okay? This lady got so excited, she posted it on social media. 778 credit score. See, it's not just enough to be approved. You have to get approved but have the best interest rates. Here's why. Because if you do that, you're going to pay less for everything that you have to finance. Even your car insurance payments are going to go down, and you can do a lot of great things with good credit. It'll help you a lot of ways, all right? Now, our cash flow manager system. This is a system that tracks and monitors and maintains all of your tax deductions for your home-based business. Not only that, it's going to build a financial plan. It'll put together a lot of different things and scenarios for you so you can look down the road and see exactly where you're going to be financially, because most people don't have a financial plan. Then we have a debt eliminator system. This is helping people pay off debts in record time, ladies and gentlemen. People are paying off houses in 3, 4, 5 years. They're paying off a lot of things very, very quickly. Credit cards, less than 6 months, okay? I just heard a testimony of a young lady. She paid off over $11,000 in credit card debt. And then we have investment education. So here's the problem. You went from kindergarten to the 12th grade, and no one ever taught you about money. You don't know anything about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, index funds, Forex, none of that, right? See, that's not done by accident. But we're going to teach you about investments, how they work, so now you can take your money and make money with money. That's called leveraging your money. See, you don't just want to live in America. You got to own a piece of America. See, you want to get paid every time someone shops at Amazon. You want to get paid every time someone buys Netflix. You want to get paid every time someone shops at Walmart. You want to get paid every time someone shops at Macy's. We're going to show you how to own these companies as opposed to just buy from these companies, ladies and gentlemen. And all that is cash flow in your pocket. But not only that, you're going to get a website, and that website is going to have a platform of products. You're going to be able to do this with no inventory, no shipping, no employees, no office space, very little overhead, and now people will be able to buy identity theft from you. You're going to get paid. Roadside assistance, you're going to get paid. Credit restoration, you're going to get paid. They can shop at Macy's, Sam's Club, Walmart, Best Buy, and you're going to get paid there because it's an e-commerce platform. They can book travel, buy all that. So see, this is amazing, guys. See, now you're building multiple streams of income by using one muscle. You're building a business in a lot of different multi-billion-dollar industries. So you're going to make money there, right? But how do you start to multiply that money? See, this here is what I call optional. But to me, I really don't think it's optional. I think that you have to build a network. Because think about it. Every super successful business you see has a network. Is it one Walgreens or is it multiples? Is it one Walmart or is it multiples? Is it one Kroger or is it multiples? Is it one Marriott or is it multiples? Is it one DoubleTree or is it multiples? Is it one Subway or is it multiples? See, it doesn't matter what the company is selling. They have multiple distribution outlets. That's why McDonald's feeds 5% of the population every day. That's why Jiffy Lube changes oil on 10,000 cars a day. You see, that's leverage. Well, every time you expand, showing people how to improve their credit, minimize their taxes, save $200 to $1,000 a month, get debt-free, learn about money, selling them the income-shifting membership, you're going to get paid. See, who do you know that would love to have more cash flow and better credit? They're all over the place. So the first person you enroll in the membership, you're going to get a $10 commission. And then from that point on, you're an EVP, and you're going to get paid a 100% commission, which is a $100 commission every single time you do that. Do 5 of them this week, that's an extra $500. Do 10 of them this week, that's an extra $1,000. Do 20 of them, that's $2,000 this month, right? But now look, here's where it gets amazing. This is called leveraged income. So now as they start to expand and show others, you're going to get paid a $90 commission to infinity on the first person they enroll. Now think about it. That could be a lot of money. 5 of them this week is $450. 10 of them this week is $900. Sometimes when I get here, people start getting a little confused. They say, whoa, 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 wait a minute, John. Is that one of those pyramid things? No, pyramids are illegal. I'm talking about building a network. It's all around you. You just don't have one, but you need one. And we're going to help you build a network. We've got training. We've got software. We've got everything. You're going to make money right from your smartphone. See, your smartphone is with you every day. You can send a text message out, send a little link out, boom, somebody watch a video, and you get paid. But now let's talk about the huge world-class income potential. See, look, what if you had a team that's growing by 25 people a week? Do you know that's up to $2,250 on a weekly basis? Go about a year about that, and you got 1,250 people. Well, that's going to pay you residual income, $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year income whether you get up out the bed or not. See, how hard are you willing to fight for that? See, are you too tired to build a business? See, if you got too much going on now, are you too busy to go build a 6-figure residual income? See, people talking about, well, you know, I'm taking a day off. Why don't you build a business and now you can take the rest of your life off? See, quit talking about you going on vacation and you're saving your personal time and your vacation time. Why don't you make your whole life a vacation? Look at this. Grow by a team of 100. Now you got up to 5,000 people after a year. That's $40,000 a month, guys. See, you can solve your financial issues forever with this company. See, I have not worked a job in over a decade because of this company. Every dollar I make comes through this company. I had a record year last year with this company, and guess what? I was able to pay absolutely no taxes because of what I learned with this company. Then you're going to get up to 60% on your retail sales on your products, up to 25% on your team sales, and you're going to, when you become a CEO Infinity like myself, you're going to have the ability to get a percentage of all company profits, guys. That could be a 5-figure check or a 6-figure check every quarter, in addition to everything I talked about. See, I don't know about you. I saw a tremendous opportunity here. But here's the bottom line. I can't really make any guarantees. Well, actually, there's one guarantee I can make. If you don't get involved with us, we will not send you any paychecks. We cut paychecks every single week. Check it out. See, there's a $600 check there, but you also see a $8,400 check there, a $2,500 check there. See, this was every single week, guys. Okay? There's up to a $13,000 check here. See, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know how hard you're going to work, but here's what I tell you. If you work in this business, we will cut you a check, and we pay them every Friday. Every single Friday. They've been paying me a check since every October 2005 check every Friday. And they've never missed, guys. So don't be trying to worry about, well, how are you with the Better Business Bureau? We're A+ with the Better Business Bureau. Well, I don't know if y'all going to be around. Well, no, we've been around 15 years. We don't know if you're going to be around. See, we've been around paying, we've paid out over $50 million in commissions before we got here to you. And we want to cut you some if you want some. We just want to know. So you can sign up today. It's going to take you less than 5 minutes. You're going to get the personalized website, our world-class online business system, our income shifting membership, which is going to include the tax withholding My Credit system, the minimized tax training and the cash flow app, the debt elimination software, okay, investment education training, and the valuable tax benefits of a home-based business. This system would retail for $199 at one time. We've lowered the price to 50% off to $99.95 for you. So signed up tonight. See, it's not an issue. It's not a financial issue, right? Because remember, the government is going to pay the bill. You're going to save more on taxes by getting the system than it costs you to even have the system. Most people at minimum is $200 a month that they save. And then to maintain the software, just $1.17 a day. You got a business, a credit system, a debt elimination system, a financial planning software, a financial education system for $1.17 a day. And you got the ability to make money from your smartphone anytime you want to, $100 a head. Guys, get back with the person that invited you on this call. Let them know that you are ready to become an income shifter. You are ready to make money. You are ready to improve your credit. You are ready to change your life. and I'm looking forward to working with you. I'll see you at the top. I'll see you at the next event. We've got events going on all over the country. I'm going to close right now and answer questions.